just like you. You're the one who did this to me. I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. So you're fucking you. I should have known there would be more anymore. And even if I had.
That's the one, that's the one. Yeah, I visited a couple times.
Charlie. You know that, right?
So what do we do?
To get back to us.
Somehow. You know, we today.
Start.
What if? So my what ifs are, you know, I met a show. We lived in a really.
And they take $500 out of it. Make the decision because it's too predictable. Phone. Where is it?
What were they?
I had an idea.
Well, whoever had that idea would be a nightmare.
My wife? What? Dawn killed her because you abandoned. The six, it was very black. Black. Well, one of them hit me on the head, but she would have done anything. What is she?
Yeah, I found some slightly
At the Destin household. Speaking of,
You got me a car for my birthday.
you wouldn't have.
I love something.
Yeah? Same.
You're welcome.
Did you take something?
We might need it. Before Dak, your car's location. Blair. Give it! To you. Understand? So close. Just micro. Almost.
But you came. Thank you for bringing it.
the others to leave. Jason. Go. Go!
What do we do? There's no.
You left us something. There's this here.
Day, I walked into a world.
Realized what I really wanted. Me. It's been a beautiful life. Things I can't imagine.
You have to live in fear.
We didn't come to stop you. And you. No! No! What?
One of the Jason 1 incarnations, perhaps the one the actual Jason met at the pub, enters their home's basement at the beginning of the episode. In an attempt to find out where Jason and the family are, he intimidates Jason 2. Since Jason 2 can't aid him, this version of Jason 1 beats the living hell out of him. Charlie, Daniela, and the real Jason have been driving all night. Different Jasons begin contacting Daniela and Charlie with messages attempting to get him to return to them. Daniela is prompted to turn off their phone's location in case the other Jasons attempt to find him as a result. Since all the other Jasons will be considering the same things as him and it would be simple for them to stir trouble, Jason understands that he cannot be the one making any decisions for the Dessen. Charlie then brings them to the holiday house of James's parents, a buddy from the skate park, with the cooperation of Daniela and Jason. After breaking into the residence, the family makes themselves at home. The real Jason spends some much-needed time with his wife and child as they process the events that followed his kidnapping and replacement. Jason runs downstairs and locks everything because he is so nervous and afraid of losing his family again. He opens his email at this point and discovers a new tab called Entanglement, which directs him to a chat group that one of the Jasons has started. The purpose of the chat group was to allow the many Jasons to argue about who would get to spend time with Daniela and Charlie. One of them sends the genuine Jason a personal invitation, asking him to join forces to defeat the others. But because they are all thinking the same thing, he keeps getting texts that are all stating the same thing. He becomes even more agitated by this and exits to protect the front entrance in the living room. The next morning, Jason and Daniela had a conversation while sitting on the beach about what has really transpired and how Daniela kind of enjoyed the thought that Jason had changed when Jason 2 came around. Even Jason acknowledges that he had considered taking a different course in life but ultimately decided to stay with Daniela. Despite having everything, he informs her that this is the single choice Jason 2 regrets, which is why he used the box to accomplish all of this. Regarding the message board and the lottery mechanism that the other Jasons have proposed, he is also rather upfront with her. Daniela cracks jokes with him about it, implying that she began to mistrust Jason 2 because of his candor. Conversely, Jason from the bar has detained Jason 2 and is frantically searching for a clue that will lead him to Dessen's present whereabouts. After asking Jason 2 to return his phone, he responds to Blair's message asking him to get her car. Jason 2 and Jason from the bar had a little conversation about what happened to Jason while he was in the box. He informs him about the deaths of Daniela, Ryan, and Amanda from Jason 2. It's at this point that Jason 2 shows signs of regret for the first time. He claims to Jason that he kidnapped him because he believed it would provide him with a better life. Blair arrives at the home, setting to an argument between her and Jason from the bar when Jason responds to her later in an attempt to throw her off his trail. Charlie, Daniela, and Jason enjoy themselves in the house, and the beginnings of a familial resemblance emerges. After dinner, Daniela informs Jason that she went up to the message board with all of the Jasons and that she has picked him, and they share a kiss. Jason walks outdoors to investigate after feeling something strange going on outside the home later that evening. When he returns inside, he finds another Jason bleeding to death and threatening to rip off his clothing so he may take his place and go see Daniela and Charlie, who are now upstairs. When the real Jason is ready to be overcome by the other Jason in their struggle, Jason 2 shoots him in the head. Jason 2 unexpectedly gives Daniela his rifle and admits to making the mess he did when he built the box. Since Blair's automobile had a tracker on it, he tells him that everyone else had arrived at the location and sincerely apologizes for his error. He requests that they depart right once because other Jasons who are currently existing in this reality will begin to appear and attempt to remove Jason from the picture. Assisting them in their escape, he returns his ring and vehicle keys to the genuine Jason. They discover an entire case of ampules and a phone recording of Jason 2 in the vehicle. Jason 2 admits on tape that he was jealous of Jason's decision to be with Daniela and Charlie, which is why he did what he did. His admission not only helps us to better comprehend his motivation, but it also causes us to take on a somewhat compassionate attitude toward him. If you put yourself in Jason 2's position, his arguments make sense since, in the end, choosing love is more important than anything else in life. Essentially, Jason 2 has worked out a way for the Descents to escape, and that way is by entering the box and selecting another reality where they may start over. The family decides to enter inside the box as a whole since they don't want to live in continual terror. When they get at the box's location, they discover that several more Jasons are waiting for them. But the majority of these Jasons have made the peaceful decision to leave Daniela and Charlie with the genuine Jason rather than engage in conflict. The Descents enter the box without any opposition from the gathering of Jasons who have gathered to bid farewell in the Season 1 conclusion of Dark Matter, or Episode 9. Ryan, who Jason 2 kidnapped from the actual Jason's reality, is among the other people who we get a fleeting sight of in the closing minutes of the play. He succeeds in creating the drug in the universe that abandoned him. While Blair is prepared to go back inside the box after helping the real Jason and Amanda in one of the episodes, Dawn is still waiting for Layton from Jason 2's world to arrive. While Amanda, the ideal world, meets Ryan by accident and learns that he has been searching for her, the Layton of Jason's world continues to enjoy his medication of visiting worlds. The Descents' faces light up as they unlock the door to a planet in the last minutes of the episode.